Alright, today is Wednesday. I'm thinking Dan the cart pusher works today, but what they've been doing, in my own opinion, it's ridiculous. Why leave me by myself when I got an injury to my right shoulder? I can't do carryouts. It's like, how do you tell a customer, even though they paid you for a toilet carryout, you can't lift a toilet? And how do you tell a customer you can only load things with your left arm because of shoulder injury? And another thing I'd like to ask is, and I can't really load one of them installation blowers because they're way too heavy. It's like, how do you tell a customer all this? And another thing is, what I will say is, it's like, why leave me alone when, I'm only able to push 6 carts. If I try pushing 7, I'm hurting my right shoulder. Yeah, this is where I don't want to tell customers, because then they'll look at me funny. Because seriously. And, a lot of customers will think you're useless if they realize you cannot push a whole lot of carts and that. But yeah, right now, CRI, they think it's my references is the problem. Not the fact that these employers in Chippewa and Eau Claire are way too picky. I'll say this. I think Menards said that they would give a bad reference no matter what. But what I want everyone knowing is, in my own opinion, Menards should have Dan the cart pusher, as you're seeing there, outside with me the whole time until I'm done at 5 and he's done at 5. Not have him come inside and sit on register and let me fall behind. But, and this is another thing, I try sneaking some warm-up breaks before I get done, So there's times where Menards pages me when I'm in the restroom on the toilet. I can't help when the call of nature happens, and it gets embarrassing. And I'm like, one of these days, you're going to page me for a carryout and you're going to hear a toilet flushing in the background. How do you tell a customer and then you rush me to get to that carryout real fast, or you're not even giving me time to wash my hands when you got a sign that says all employees must wash their hands? Who they don't tell the customers, well, I gotta bring these rails back before I can get to you for a carryout. It's like, could you tell these customers it might take me 5 or 10 minutes to get to you and stay up here near the register so they can find you? Otherwise, if you go out there, there's a chance that they might not be able to find you. So, that's the other thing I hate, is going on these wild goose chases, looking for the customer with the carryout out in the parking lot after they walk out the door. It's like I can't help it when I got carts in my hands or rails in my hands and they call me for a carryout. I gotta drop them off and pull them back before I can get to the carry out. Alright, what I want to say with this is, like I said this morning, there are going to be some things I want to leave out right now. I'm not going to tell anyone the real reason entirely. I told you parts, but the whole reason. If I want to leave Menards, not until I'm actually out of Menards. So, I want to get out of Menards, but the thing is, right now I'm having a problem on Facebook where as none of my old coworkers and current ones are none are privately messaging me a phone number or address, so I can update my references, because otherwise CRI's gonna go and call phone numbers. So another thing I kind of would like to tell people is, like, with Shopko, reason why I left Shopko Hometown in Arcadia was not store manager Christina's fault. She was actually pretty good to me. What people don't realize was, I think 3 or 2 of her assistant managers were really horrible to me. And the one literally told me to my face on the sales floor in front of customers where they could hear her saying this. She said I was not Shopko, that I was Walmart. And I was a supervisor. And, like, I'll tell you, I was not allowed to touch any of the keys. Yeah. And the other assistant manager, she admitted that, like me, she didn't really have experience being an assistant manager. And she said, like, with me, and she was all cool with me and everything. And she kind of understood the rules, like Christina said. You can't be friends with anyone under you or above you. Otherwise, you get promoted. Not promoted, but demoted, actually. We're always reminded that. So, and that's the thing. It's like, yeah, if I was treated better and given what I was promised, which I was promised full-time hours, being full-time and that at Shopko at the time. But, like I said, things didn't go the way I planned. They cut in my hours really bad, and I had to go back to, But, like I want to say is, what killed my grandma, because they told her that, they told us she was going to live for another year or 2. So, I think it was the nursing home and her doctor. I don't want to go saying that to anyone. Because, in fact, I think she was supposed to have been still alive to this day. But I can't really prove it now, can I? That's a funny way of putting it, Because, like I said, it would be nice if they did give us an apology for, not keeping everyone informed. Because even my parents had no idea what was really going on.